Hello, this is Robert with Skinny Body Care, making a video here on how to effectively market skinny body care using Safelist. One of the first things that I really want to cover is you'll want to start two separate email addresses. Um, and what I do is I have one here. This is for the contact, which you get less emails on. And then I also have one that's with a list, and it's just basically I put my name, Robert Redden list, and the other one's Robert Redden contact. And when you sign up for the safe list, it'll ask you for either both or one. If it asks you for one, I would choose to go with the list, where you're going to get the majority of the emails that you have to click for credits to send your own email ad. So then, after you have established those and created those Gmail accounts, you go ahead and let me get back to where I was. And when you start joining them, you're going to want to start saving them in specific areas. So what I did is I've been trying to reorganize mine so it's a little easier, because there's some that you can send HTML ads and there's some that you can send text. Um, so to make it a little easier, because I had them all just in daily, in 2 days, every 2 days, and every 3 days, which ones I would email to all together. So I would be switching back, copying and pasting my ads that were in either HTML or text. So to make it easier, what I did is I um, made it all in um, HTML. I have a folder for that, and then text, and then the dailies. And these I haven't categorized yet what they are. I've got to go through those. But I wanted to get this video out to you, so I'm going to do this now. So what I do is I go down to my daily, start with that one, and I'll right click on that, and then I'll open all bookmarks. Sometimes it'll ask you, because you have a few of them if you're doing a lot like I am, it'll ask you if you want to, and you can close that beginning tab out. Like I said, I also, the emails I have this one in the Apple browser, so that way I can have my Gmail set up and open at the same time. And this one's in Mozilla Firefox. Sorry about that. And then I've got my regular one just in my Google Chrome, where I use that. So now I've opened the safe list. Let's say if you're going to join, let me show you real quick what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to click join now. It's going to give you this about no illegal this and that, and you accept the terms. Then you would put your first name, your last name, your contact email, which I suggest, just to make it easy, your first name, your last name, contact, when you create that Gmail account. And then your list, and the same thing when you create that email, which would be your first name and last name, and then list, and then at gmail.com. And then you put your username, what you want your username is, and I just use the same username for all of them. It makes it easier for me to remember. You can click those boxes if you want. Some of them will say if you sign somebody up and they pay for a membership by referring them to their site, that they'll pay you money, but I never fill those out, because I'm not referring them, I'm referring my skinny body care. My focus is on that, because you can make some money, I bet, with that, but I'm not going to try it. Payment information, and you can choose how you want to start. I always recommend starting with free. Some of them are real cheap. Email Hog is really good, because you can actually buy it for a whole year, and it's inexpensive. You can send out a lot of emails like that too, and I've gotten a lot of good responses. If you're not on Email Hog, I recommend Email Hog. I've already upgraded to the top notch on that one, just because of the fact that I've been getting pre-enrollees that upgrade. So next step is I'm going to go to the members area, and I've already got my stuff memorized. And it's going to ask you, oh, do you want to do this special? If you're just getting started with this, just do the regular advertising. Don't start getting involved with paying out a lot of money until you start seeing results with a particular one. Now this one always jumps me back to the login, but all I have to do here is click members. I'm going to try to keep this video short, so I'm only going to do a few of these. So I'm going to go here to credit mailer, and I have more than enough credits to mail. So I'm going to go over here, and I use Coffee Cup HTML editor, and I've already got my ad in here, as you can see. I can just click here and go to select all. You want to see what it looks like. Let's bring that back up there. And this is the ad that I'm using currently. I've had a lot of good results this month in May. I'm still on the leaderboard, so, and it's the end of the month. So I have enrolled 6 people, and all from Safelist. So that's what my ad looks like. I keep that open because what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to highlight that, so when I do use the text ads, I can just copy right from that. Now you could also put it in a notepad, copy and paste it, and save your HTML ad in a notepad, and then your text ad in a separate notepad, or you can save them in the same one for the title of that ad, you know, text at the top and then HTML at the bottom. But I find it easier if you're going to actually, let's say I was going to use this in a notepad, and I'm making this a little longer than what I wanted to, but I just want to show you something. If this is already in here saved, and this is saved as your HTML, all you have to do is go over here, right click, and click select all, so that way you can copy it quicker. If you have both your text and your HTML in the same document, then it makes it harder. I'm not going to save that because I don't use the notepad for that. I use the coffee cup. So now I'm going to grab my coffee cup ad now that I've already selected all. You already seen what the ad looks like if you want to see that again. That's all highlighted, of course, because I'm going to be ready to send to, I'm just starting my emails today. Let's see, so I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to come over here, and I've already got my subject saved, auto-saved. So there's my subject. I'm going to go in here and paste my subject. Then also I'm going to go over here, and this is ad jockeys. Is that on there? Yeah, that's on there. Now, one thing that I love to do is, if you notice, I'm using the / source equals, and the source has to all be capitalized if you don't know anything about source coding. I always use the SBC power. I've gotten the best results with that. And then I put the name of the Safelist that I'm using. So that way I can track which Safelists are giving me the best results and which ones I can focus more attention on. Also, it lets me know as if I've gotten a few pre-enrollees that upgraded and I made some money off of that. If I want to go ahead and do the upgrade for X amount of dollars, like I did with the email hog, I actually upgraded because I've gotten like 3 golds and silver and a regular, I think, that upgraded on there. I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly how much, but I deemed that it was a good idea to increase the amount of mail that I can send, because you're only limited to what level. If you're I'm at the free level on this one, so I can only email to 12,000 people. So, and they don't all open the messages, but a lot of the times they do. The disadvantage to mailing with Safelist is most people are already in a network marketing business, and they're marketing their product, and that's all they're doing, just like we are. So they'll open the ad to get the credits, and then they'll ignore it and close it, just like what you're going to see me be doing in a second here. So anyways, so I'm going to sit there and I'm going to mail. You can either click enter when you're in this field, or you can go here and click send. I always save the message, the last message I send. So I'm going to go ahead and send. Now, real quickly, I'm just going to go through here. This one, sometimes they shut down for a while. They have problems with their mail servers. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to find credit mailer on the next one. I'm going to see if I have enough credits to mail. Yes, I do. So I'm going to sit here. And since I'm all using HTML on all of these, sometimes you have to click the little box. You want to pay attention to that. So, and there's Avalanche. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to put the maximum amount of credits that I can put in there. Hit enter. And that says mailing in progress. And usually after I'm done with them, I didn't do it with this one, I'll close. And I'm going to close that one out because I can come back to it and mail tomorrow, because I got quite a few of these. When I started using the email marketing, when I first got into Skinny Body Care, I wasn't working. I'm still not working, except for Skinny Body Care. So I have the advantage of doing this all day long, and it is time consuming. But if you take a few of these, a handful of them, you can actually email to enough people. And I can even give you my recommendations. Just I'm Robert Redden. You'll find me in the if you're not on my in my downline, you'll find me in the group. So there, I'm going to just go paste. I'm going to click the little box. I'm always on Facebook in the group, so you can always ask me a question in there. Um, so this is effective, so I'm going to start typing it in there. It's already saved. Like I said, I source code everything. That way I know exactly where to put my marketing and where not to. I'm just going to go through these. I'm going to try to see if I find one. I'm going to find one. Sometimes they make you wait and watch an ad. Oh, and another very important thing is always mute your computer, because when you're going through, you're going to hear all these ads, and it's very distracting, and it's going to take you through. I know Safelist, I'm going to have to get some. Safelist Pro, I'm going to have to get some credits. But while that ad's running, I can just go to the next one. That's why I open all of these in tabs. And credit-based mailer. See, I'm going to have to do some emails. But I'm not going to do this one right now because that's going to take quite a few. Sometimes they give you something that you can click here after the ad plays. Other times you can just go up here, highlight your browser, hit enter, and then it'll take you to the members area. And let's see. Now see here, I can use some credits because I'm just short of what I'm allowed to. If you see right here, it says I can mail to 1581, which I probably can only need to open one email, but I'm going to show you a few to show you the trick that I do, because I'm just short of that. I have 1562 and I need 1581. If I open one email, it's going to get it to me. So now I'm going to go over to my email marketing, and I'm going to go to my contact first. My contact email marketing. And which one was that? E-market. So I've got everything here labeled so that I can find it fast. There's the e-market. Now I'm going to show you real quick. Let me find something. Here's one that I just started recently that I don't have a label for. So let me make a label for you. I'm glad I found this real quick. And I'm going to go through this. And this is mailing at home. And I believe I do have a label for this, but I don't know why it didn't go there. So I'm going to tell it, apply the 100, the others that are matching conversations, don't send it to spam, and apply the label, and then I'm going to choose the label. So I'm going to look for mailing at home. See, I already do have it here. If you don't, you can come here to new label, create the label, name it, create, and then cancel. But since I already saw it in there, I'm going to go to mailing at home. I'm going to create that filter. And it's going to put those all in that email at home or mailing at home. So now I see that. I'm just going to leave that for now. Another thing like this one I just started recently and I hadn't done it. And what I do is I like to take the list that I have. If you have a lot of them already, you won't see it, but there's down here you can manage your labels. And what I do is I always say show if unread. These two are highlighted because they're not chosen. Now this one I hadn't done that yet, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that. So if there's no emails in that, it's automatically it's not gonna show it up in that list of emails that I should check. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, that's enough for now. Back up to where we were going. We were gonna go check some emails for email Safelist. Now see, here I've got some super inbox ads, which gives you higher credits per email that you check. So I'm gonna open the email. And again, my computer is muted, so I don't have to listen to the hype about the other companies. Some of it's not hype. I bet some of the companies do work, but I'm trying not to be distracted and jump from company to company. I'm focusing everything on Skinny Body Care. So I'm going to hold down my control key on my keyboard and then hit my right button on the mouse. And what that's going to do is it's going to automatically open it in a tab. Then I'm going to delete it. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to do the same thing. And I personally usually do about 25 of these, but I'm going to only do 5. I only need 1 on this one, just because I want to show you. One more, I'll make it 5. And then after that, usually when I've gotten to 25, this first ad uh, will already be timed out, and I can just close it and move to the next one and close it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the control key again, and then I'm going to hit the tab button with my left hand, and that's going to jump me over to that next tab. Makes it a little quicker. For some odd reason this one's locking up, maybe because I'm recording a video, my computer's being slow. But basically that is how that works. After I'm done with that, why is it taking so long? Like I said, I think it's because I'm closing. Well, in the meantime, I might as well come over here, open some more. See, I'm going to get 200 points for each of these. And that's another thing that you want to pay attention to. I'm not getting any credits for any of these. I think this is, yeah, see the timer's running down. But it gets to 1 and then it's getting stuck. Great. Well, I'm going to move this over here. Oops. Of course, since I'm showing you this, oh, there it goes. Now I've got the credits there, so now I can start closing these windows. Just took a little while. Like I said, I think it's because I'm recording. A lot of those little things stop before you leave. We're going to offer you this deal. I don't know why my... That's a nice little trick too if you want to know it. You can type in the name of the website, the .com website, just the name of it, without typing the HTTP and the .com, and just hit Control, hold that down, and hit Enter, and it does the HTTP, does all this HTTP for you and the .com for you, so you don't need to sit there and type that. But since I've already got that, let's move along. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to make this a short video. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to reload the page. And it's going to show me here that I have more than enough credits to email. And I'm going to pick my subject. I'm going to paste my HTML. Since this is HTML, see, there's you got to pay attention to these too, because sometimes it'll come up and it'll say to post an HTML, but this one says text, so you want to pay attention to that, because otherwise they'll see this as your ad. They won't see your actual ad. So, and this is email market, so I've already got that already done in there. Kind of takes a little longer to set it up, because you have, if you're setting up your source codes and everything and you're not sure where to click, you get used to it after a while. I've gotten quite quick at these. I actually can, I send out thousands and thousands of emails every day, so because each one's different amounts. So now my mailing's in progress there, so now I can go over to the next one. If I wanted to click the credits, I can click the credits, but I'll do that later because I don't want to take too much of your time. I just want you to get the drift of this here. I'm going, see, I always look for the credit mailer. Sometimes it's credit mailer and I have enough credits here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Sometimes it says system mailer and sometimes it says mailer. So you have to look at the buttons that are over here, and just once you get used to that Safelist, then it'll be easy. You'll find the buttons real quick. So I can do 14, 13 here. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go to my next one. Same thing, I can send on here, so I'm going to send on here just quickly. Oh, and another thing that I want to show you that I like to do, and I'm trying to get through this video quickly, so I hadn't been doing it, but it is important so your emails don't get filled up. But like that last one that I just got all those extra credits, I'm gonna, oops, I tried some traffic exchanges before and I wasn't really quite satisfied with them. That's how I found the Safelist, is through traffic exchanges, so that was good. So I'm going to go over here to my e-market where I was. I'm going to, let me make this bigger so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to select all since I've already got my credits and I've already sent that, and I'm going to trash that. And I'm also going to go to the contact, which has a lot more emails. I'm going to find that email marketing system. And there's my email that I just sent out. So we open it up, and there's the email. Some of them don't allow any links, and of course when you add your photo in, like I had added my pick badge photo in, you have to use a URL, so they automatically delete it, which is fine. You know, it still has the important stuff on here, and my picture's not that important. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I'm not going to open it for credits, because I like to see how many people who are really clicking my ads. So now I'll select all of these ads, and there's only 41 here. So of course I'm not going to have to choose, but I want to find one that has a lot more that I know that I can delete. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those from the contact, and I think it was ad jockeys that we were already on that I've already sent an email, and I have quite a few. And see there, again, you can get a lot of solos, which are, you get more points for checking your contact emails that have solos in them than you do checking your list. The credits are lower, so you can save a lot of time not checking more emails by checking this, because I'll show you the ad jockey right here. I have 159 emails in there, and I'm just going to click one of these regular ones just so you can see, and it's going to open it up, and it's going to count down, and I got to watch that for 20 seconds. But instead of watching the ad, I'm going to go ahead and come over here. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select all the conversations and tell the computer to delete it. And while it's doing that, in the meantime, I can come back over here and show you I only got 25 credits for that. I probably would have gotten 200 to 500 credits for checking the solo in the contact. So I don't really check these much, which is also another disadvantage if you're sending just a regular email. There are people out there that don't notice the ads in the contact, and when you go here to use the credit mailer, it's going to go to their contact email. So there's a lot of people who don't see it. And those are usually people who want the credits to send their emails like us. There's also people who want to see ads, and they actually click through and check ads for something new and exciting. So I still use the Safelist like that, and just keep going through, finding out which ones you have enough credits to send to. I usually just send the ones that I have the credits. I'll just keep doing this while I'm telling you about it. Pick any one of these. I double click here and it'll highlight it, and then I can go and type in the name of the Safelist, which is there, which is free ads mailer, and 4,991. Hit enter. Now that's sent. Got another one that looks like, oh, that one's been down a couple days. It might be down for good. I just sent out on this one. Power Marketing's another one that I've had upgrades on, so I would recommend that one as well. I actually paid for the membership, so I can actually email twice a day, but I'm not going to email on this one again right now. I'm going to wait just a few hours and then email again so that they're not back to back. And then of course some of these, this is one of those that I'm going to show you something. if you have the time and you want to go through and you want to click for credits, a lot of these will do either list solos or daily solos, and you can pay using your credits. So if you click enough ads without spending the money, then you can send your ads. Now the list solos they're going to go to the list with all the other emails, the common emails. They can choose to click on those to get more points. Most likely people like me, we're not going to click on that. But then there's also daily solos, and they do the same thing, but it's a lot more credits. So you have to click ads for quite a while just to get enough to get a 3-day solo. And what that does is it sends it to the contact email, and then from the contact email, like this one, it'll send it 3 days in a row. If you get up enough credits, you can get a 30-day solo, and it'll send it to the contact email for 30 days, the same ad. Or you can choose to pay the money. Like I said, if you're just starting out, do the free services first. If you choose to upgrade with them later, that's totally up to you. Make a good decision on that. And with that, I believe I'm just going to close this and let you move on and check the best. Some of my best emails. Let me just open up some in a browser so you can see them. Email Hog by far. I'm constantly using Email Hog. You can sign up here. It's free, just like the other ones. Marty's really nice. I've talked to her, not personally on the phone, but in email correspondence several times, asking her questions, and she's really quick to get back to me. Another one, and I'll open that in a different tab, is State of the Art, and I'm waiting to mail on this one. And sometimes when you log into these, I'll show you this, and again, I have my computer muted so I don't have to. State of the Art mailer I use quite frequently, and I've upgraded on this as well. Just because of the fact that I've gotten people who have upgraded from pre-enrollees. A lot of pre-enrollees and then upgrades as well. So I chose to upgrade on this. This was actually my very first Safelist that I started using. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to the members area. It's going to ask me, oh, here, look at this ad, and they're recommending that. But I'm going to just go ahead and click to proceed to my account. And then here you're seeing I'm already up at this button level. I started at this one, so I moved up twice. At this point, I just got somebody else, so I'm thinking about moving to the next button. The more you go up, the more you can send to. They have a viral list built button for 20,000, which is about $100 a month, so I don't recommend that. I say start off with the free one. I think they start you off there at 3,000 members, but state of the art. And they have some little fun games here where you can play and submit some other ads. You can also put your social media input in there. Let's see, List Joe is another one. Just so you see the ones that I favor. Oh, here, sorry. List Joe, and that's listjoe.com. Here's another one that I favor. I'm still a free member on Downline Builder Direct, but I can still email to quite a few people when I do. I'm not sure if it's going to let me see. Sometimes when you go in and you've already emailed, it just tells you you can't email. Now see, they're going to try to get you to upgrade and spend some money. You go all the way down to the bottom. No thanks. To log in. It'll probably do it again. Oh, no, I got an ad to watch, but I'm not going to watch that ad for right now. You get credits for watching those ads. And send mail, credit mailer. Now see here, oh, it says I can send now, so that's good. So I'm going to go there. I can send up to 20,000 people. So I'm going to have to go to that email, and it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes to open their emails. I usually, with this one, will open 100 in tabs to go through them quicker. They don't have the little question. That's something that I didn't show you. Let me go back to that. Let me go to one of my emails that I know. Oops, office from the new account. Um, let's see. I think Active does it. Add solution at Avalanche. Pretty sure Avalanche does this. Oh, that was my email, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to click to open, just open about 5 of them. Oh, I know which one will work if this doesn't have it. Okay, I'll do 3. Okay, no, this one doesn't have it. So I'm just going to let that one sit, let the time run out, get the credits anyways. But Elite, I'll put past it, Elite Safelist, oh, that's going to be my mail. And see, this one just sends me emails when I mail. Oh, where'd that one go? This is for my list where I get the majority of my emails. I'm going to go over here to Elite and show you something. I'm going to open about 5 of them because they want to make sure people are reading their ads. So they have this fun little game where you have to enter in a number or choose the like symbol. And I usually do, when they on the ones that have the little test if you're a real person game that I call it, I usually will open 25 of them at a time. And then I'll come here. I think that's 5, yeah. Now see, that's the little questionnaire, now that's 4. But anyways, just to show you, I'm going to start at the first one. And I'm going to come here, I'm going to enter in that number. Sometimes you have to do it twice because if after opening it up, that number becomes invalid. See, so I'm going to have to do this a second time. But once you, and you don't have to do this for each one. If you do it in 20s, 25s, what was that last number? 3. So, 6, 3, 9, 1. And you hit enter, hold down your control key, hit your tab, that'll take you to the next tab. And you don't have to take your finger off the control on Safari, or on Safari you do, but not on Mozilla. And then I'm going to click continue without hitting any numbers. I'm going to hit that tab button holding down the control key again, hold down the control, hit tab, go to the next one, control, tab, next, control, tab, next. And that gets you through those ads real quick. And now what's happened here is it's already run down, and there I got my credits. Like this one, Elite, sometimes you'll get a bonus, like $1,000 bonus credit for after so many ads, reading so many ads. And I guess that's just so that you're more apt to open more ads and find those higher numbers. So I'm going to go through and close those. And since I'm done opening that one, but I did want to show you that because sometimes they'll ask you, and even if I went over to Elite, where's the power? I went to Elite right now. When I sign in, it's going to ask me that same question. And usually when those numbers pop up like that, I'll do a reload so I don't have to do it twice. And I think they just do that, make you do it twice just to make sure you're a real person. Then I come in and I can do my credit mail. But see, I still got a lot of mails to check before I can mail to 6,000 people. Elite, I haven't really gotten a very good response. Let's see, who have I gotten a good response with? List bonus. These are all that I've gotten people who have joined. That's going to take a while, so I'm just going to quick speed up this. Safelist. Extreme. This is a really good one because they have a very, very high email rate. See, I can mail to 12,000 people. Over 12,000. Right there. If you can't see that, there you go. And then another one just like it is, and when you sign up, they give you free credits in the beginning, so you don't have to check emails, wait to check emails right away. This is one, see here, it tells me that I'm not available to mail because I have to wait 3 days, 3 hours more because I can only mail every 5 days. Uh, and that's something else I should show you what I'm going to be doing once I get all my emails organized. Rather than checking all of them every day, um, what I suggest you do is you go to the Gmail account for your contact. Oops, did the wrong one. You come up here and you open the calendar, right click on calendar and say open a new window or new tab. You can do it in tab. But see here I was starting to do them individually to which ones. What I'm going to do is the 1 day, two every other day, every 3 days, every 4 days, every week, and so forth. And so those will jump around from time to time. The daily, of course, will be there every day. But this way I know, oh, okay, it's time to check my every other day, or it's time to check my every week mailers. That way I know exactly what's happening when it's happening and when to mail what, so I don't have to go through them all every day. And that's something I found on a YouTube video about actually using Safelist and tab browsing through them to get through them quickly. Uh, you're going to see a lot of different ads. Oh, pre-launch alert. You know, it's all going to sound fine and dandy, but if you start taking your focus off of Skinny Body Care, you're not going to do as well. If, like, I mute out my computer and I go through with the tabs and I stay very focused on this just so that my focus is on the SBC and my SBC will be successful. And so far I've ranked advanced to bronze and ranked advanced to silver. I'm actually showing in the back office as a gold. Here's my rank advancements. Don't know why I'm showing as gold here, but right here I'm shown as I've already gone to gold. But when I go and I look at my current rank, it's telling me that I'm silver and I qualify for the silver pool. And if you're curious, contact manager, just had a distributor sign up yesterday. There's my distributor list. You know, I got a couple inactive people, so I got to contact them because it's the end of the month because their order probably didn't go through. But that's basically it. Gonna go back to, and I'm constantly checking my statistics, you know, seeing how many pre-enrollees I get and how many upgrades I get. And again, this month, and this is from Safelist, there I am, you know, with 6 people that I got on Safelist just for the month of May. So if you do it effectively, it can be beneficial if you have the time to do this. When I first started, I only had the maybe 1, 2, 3 Safelists that I started with, and I would only get one a month. And now I've dedicated good bulk of 4 hours a day just to going through my emails and making Safelists, or posting on Safelists and emailing. And now I've already ranked advanced past bronze to silver, on the verge of gold, and things are really starting to look nice. And I just do this for 4 hours a day, posting on Safelist, and there's plenty of Safelists out there. If you want, you could email me at robertredden@gmail.com and put in the subject line, how do I market on Safelist for Skinny Body Care or for SBC. So I know it's something good, because I also get some other stuff, like I've got other things going on here. I mainly use this account for just Skinny Body Care. So please don't send me other opportunities if you're involved in other opportunities. But that email again is Robert Redden, R-E-D-I-N. Here we go. My name. Or send me a message. So robertredden@gmail.com, or send me a message in Facebook. I'm on Facebook. This is my Facebook right here, Robert C. Redden. That's my page. You'll see my post. I think I'm gonna change my thing but I got my posts here when I hit silver and all that, being on the leaderboard, ageless. Another fancy little thing that I was taught to do is pick a picture and say who remembers what you're thinking of from back in when you were a kid, and then go ahead and add your link in down below it. And I've already gotten a couple shares off of this photo. Where is it? Oh, I went to the wrong one. There it is. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I already got a couple shares off of that. And then somebody just signed up on Facebook from that link too. So anyways, I'm going to end this video. Just wanted to touch base with you, show you what I'm doing with Safelist, and hopefully that'll help you become more effective using Safelist marketing so that your skinny body care business can grow like mine is. Thank you. Have a nice day. And again, this is Robert Redden with Skinny Body Care.